What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS! In today's episode, we've got some stories to talk about. In case you aren't subscribed, you definitely should do so. Subscribe down there, hit the bell to get all notifications. That way you'll always be notified and get the FORNEVERNEWS. I got all the scoop. Definitely subscribe, hit that bell, and enjoy. Okay, people, for starters, we got some Bleach news regarding some stuff going on with an exhibition. Also, something that is going to be dispelling some Bleach news rumors. The unofficial Weekly Shonen Jump Twitter account came out and dispelled some things that people were questioning. So if you're a little bit confused about something that's coming up with Bleach, I got you covered. I'm going to give you guys the scoop on what's happening and what's not happening at the very least in the near future. We got some Weekly Shonen Jump author comments to go through. We got major news regarding Adult Swim / Cartoon Network and a big move that they're making to create original anime. Not animation, not anime-esque, straight up anime. We're going to talk about it because this could be a major impactful move that'll impact anime in the West as a whole. We're going to talk about it. We got a bunch of pieces of My Hero Academia news, including the movie's opening weekend sales and how huge it did in comparison to the previous two films. The creator speaking briefly on the film. A major announcement that came out about a live action My Hero Academia film that is in production. And some news has been floating around that we're going to discuss regarding apparently 70-something% of women are the ones that watched the latest My Hero Academia film. We're going to talk about this because it kind of feels a little odd, but we'll get into it. We got big news for Dandadan, the series by a former assistant to the Chainsaw Man author's Chainsaw Man series. Yeah, I'm really digging it, and I'm glad to hear there's some big good news for it. Really cool stuff regarding the creator of Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto, and some recent art that he did of Naruto, and I guess a big athlete celebrity, and just in general something really dope we're going to look at. Major announcement for the Dragon Ball manga worldwide sales as a whole. I didn't see them putting this press release out, but yeah, it's pretty freaking huge, so we're gonna look at that. We got an update on the Blue Lock anime, including a visual. Major update for the Slam Dunk upcoming film, including the original creator Takahiko Inoue and his involvement in it. We got the top 50 selling manga of the week, plus we're gonna take a close look at the Jump volumes that were released this week and what they did, and some newcomers that are kicking major ass. So y'all know I recently talked about that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure seemingly is ending, at the very least this part. We got a big update regarding JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and the fate or the future of it as it stands right now for the manga at the very least. We got a Vinland Saga Season 2 update from the director and a small piece of Prince of Tennis news and a little update for it. And yeah, people, those are the stories we have for today's episode. Without further ado, let's jump into another exciting episode of FORNEVERNEWS! The only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, so for starters, let's talk a little bit of Bleach, because there was an announcement regarding an exhibition, and I believe this announcement came straight from the official Twitter account of the creator of Bleach, Tite Kubo. Well, let's read this one first. And granted, the translations are from Twitter, so yeah, there's that. It says, Bleach Original Picture Exhibition, Bleach EX, held at Hikari Hall on the 9th floor of Shibuya, Hikari, from Saturday, December 18th to Sunday, January 16th, 2021. Ticket general lottery will be accepted from October 21st, Thursday. Admission tickets with goods will also be on sale. For details, please see the official website of the original exhibition. And this image looks freaking sick as hell. I want to say this image was used in the big trailer that was recently released of the Bleach manga, and yeah, it just looks freaking sick. And I'm wondering if with this big announcement of this big Bleach, festival exhibition thing that they have going on, from again December 18th to Sunday, January 16th, if they're going to announce maybe a trailer for the Bleach anime. I mean, that would be freaking perfect. But then again, it's an exhibition, and usually when they do big announcements like that, it would probably be at like a big convention, so I wouldn't be expecting it per se, but it would be nice. Also, there was some rumors regarding some Bleach news that was supposedly coming later this month. However, the unofficial Weekly Shonen Jump Twitter account kind of dispelled those rumors, so we'll take a look at that now. They said the Bleach news stated in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 38 preview are only about the already announced Bleach exhibition. No other announcement is mentioned, so people again were thinking that there was supposed to be like Bleach news coming. I want to say they said like the 23rd of August. There is nothing new that's coming. Again, it might just be them reconfirming and giving more details about the exhibition. I know people are real hungry right now for some Bleach. I ain't gonna lie, that manga chapter that they put out, that one shot of 70 something pages, was awesome. It was really freaking good, I'm not gonna lie. And we want more Bleach, especially we know that the anime was announced damn near 2 years ago now, so definitely people are excited, but let's not, at the end of the day, rush it. It'll come when it comes. At the end of the day, we seemingly got the Bleach manga returning for a little bit. We don't know what's gonna be, the future of it, but we got some Bleach manga coming. We got the anime probably coming next year, hopefully. Stay tuned and I'll update you guys as soon as we get more info, but as it stands right now, there's nothing confirmed for big Bleach news coming later this month. But yeah, we've been fed very well so far with the, one shot and all this stuff. Okay, people, moving forward, let's read some of the weekly Shonen Jump author comments. For starters, we got Riichiro Inagaki from Dr. Stone. They said, so many times during this manga's run, I've thought, if only they had computers. So interesting. Well, yeah, this is like, prehistoric times, essentially, the beginning of time. So, yeah, no computers there. Kohei Horikoshi, creator of My Hero Academia, said, water leaked out of my air conditioner. It was a flood. My books got soaked. Oh my God, that is such a nightmare. Like, you see all those, books back there and all my valuables and collectibles. There's right there some plumbing right behind that wall. If that happened, I swear I will be so depressed. Oh my God, it would be a bad day for me. Please don't ever let that happen. Oh, my heart goes out to you, Horikoshi. Yuki Tabata, author of Black Clover, said, my 2-year-old daughter has learned to give kisses on the cheek, and I let out a crazy scream every time she gives me one. It's adorable seeing your kids grow up. Shout outs to Tabata. I'm glad he's happy. The author of Blue Box, Koji Miura, said, congratulations on 20 years since Bleach began. I'm honored to be in the same magazine. That's pretty cool. I love when newcomers are like excited about veterans and stuff. That's really dope. Taite Kubo, author of Bleach, said, long time no see. Lately I've been eating donuts every day and watching the Olympics. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself there, Kubo. Honestly, it's dope to see him back, but with everything that he went through towards the end of Bleach's run, and him coming back first for Burn the Witch last year, now with some Bleach stuff this year, I'm glad that he's just happy and enjoying himself. And if he drops something for us from time to time, that is dope as well. But yeah, if you want to eat donuts and watch the Olympics, you gave us like 15 years of Bleach. Do so. Have fun. Enjoy. Author of The Elusive Samurai, Yusei Matsui, said, Kawaguchi Sensei, I'm honored you read my series. Let's stand on the same battlefield and kick some butt together. And if I'm not mistaken, Kawaguchi Sensei, he's referring to the author of the Hunters Guild Red Hood. Yeah, so that's really dope, honestly. Right now, considering, well, the Elusive Samurai has a head start, because Elusive Samurai, I don't know, I can't remember how many chapters, but it's a bit ahead of the Hunters Guild Red Hood. But Elusive Samurai is doing very well in sales. However, Red Hood has a very bright future, so it's going to be fun to see the next couple years what these series become and how big they get and whatnot, because they're both more like already Elusive Samurai is pretty damn successful. It's probably going to stay around. Hunters Guild Red Hood could very well blow up though and be very huge, so we gotta wait and see. Then we got the author of One Piece, Eiichiro Oda. He said, did you watch episode 982 of the One Piece anime? That was insane. Was it a movie? What an amazing episode. Everybody been talking about. I'm just behind on the One Piece anime. I'm like, I don't even know, probably almost 30 episodes now at this point. I need to get back up on that, man, because I heard nothing but great things. Author of Jujutsu Kaisen, Gege Akutame, said, thanks to the Shibuya incident chapters, my ability to come up with chapter titles has diminished. Well, yeah, because it was like the Shibuya incident part 1000 and shit. It's okay, Gege. Like, even if you call it Mayonnaise Jar 1, I'm still going to read the shit out of it and it's still going to be epic and awesome. So you just relax on that. Don't worry about it. Yuto Suzuki, author of Sakamoto Days, said, this week's color page connects to the one in the next issue. Please combine them. I need to get back up on Sakamoto Days. I'm falling a little bit behind. Well, I fell very behind, actually. Author of the Hunters Guild Red Hood, Yuki Kawaguchi, said, for these first 6 chapters, drawing the armored crab is the most fun I've had. And my God, the Red Hood manga, the first 6 chapters have been insanely good already. Like, bright future ahead. If that shit gets axed, I will be shocked, angry, and all sorts of things, because so much potential, so much. Author of Marshall, Hajime Komodo, said, thank you to the break. Salute. Yeah. Honestly, I'll keep it real. From all the comments we get from Hajime Komodo, it doesn't sound like he's having much fun drawing in Weekly Shonen Jump. Like, it was just a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, not even, that he was talking about, like, yeah, my series is halfway over, and now he's, like, celebrating about a break and stuff. You could tell this is probably taxing on him. Not everybody's built like Eiichiro Oda. I'm just saying, and that's no slight to him, because the Shonen Jump, Weekly Shonen Jump drawing schedule is nuts. And lastly, Yoshifumi Tozuka, the author of Undead Unluck, said, the very end of OG League 4 with that Bushin Rengokushu and super move for the win was the best. Can't wait until the next one. I have no idea what the hell is going on there. If that's about the series, I'm very far behind on that as well. But yeah, shoutouts to Undead Unluck. And yeah, people, those are the Weekly Shonen Jump author comments I wanted to cover this week. Pretty interesting stuff. Gege Akutami for the win, I'm just saying. Like, let me stop fanboying. Like, there was greatness from all of these authors, jumping on fire for a bit now. Oh, God, and again, my heart goes out to Horikoshi. God damn, please don't ever have that shit happen to me. Ooh. Okay, people, next up, this is a very, very huge move. It shows how big anime is in the West at this point. That is a phenomenon like no other, because I was checking Twitter. I seen the news very early when the head runner of the Toonami broadcasting program, but he's been at Adult Swim for, you know, a long time. He was one of the people that came up with Toonami initially and all that jazz. Jason DeMarco, he had posted this. Breaking: Warner Brothers Animation and Cartoon Network Studios to start producing anime under Jason DeMarco, which is at Clark Nova 1. And he put, to clarify a bit, this new position means that other than Toonami, my full-time job will be making series and feature films. I won't be involved in marketing or promotion for anything at Adult Swim beyond Toonami. Sadly, that includes music. I will still consult there a bit. So there's that. For starters, that's just, you know, broad statement. It's like, okay, what the heck is going on? Let's take a look at an article and get a little bit of a deeper understanding of what's happening. Cartoon Network to co-produce original anime with Warner Brothers Animation. Anime is becoming more and more popular these days, and its impact is being felt keenly in the United States. As shows like Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia dominate streaming, it was only a matter of time until cable networks got in on the trend. That is why Cartoon Network wants to spearhead its own productions, and it will be doing so in conjunction with Warner Brothers Animation shortly. According to Cartoon Brew, the two brands are teaming up in an effort to produce their own anime. Jason DeMarco, an executive at Adult Swim and Toonami co-creator, will head up the project. Brought in as a senior vice president, DeMarco will be tasked with heading up anime titles for these media juggernauts. For those who have been keeping score, they will know DeMarco's first project will be a high-profile one. The exec has brought together a team to make an anime Lord of the Rings film with New Line Cinema. Kenji Kamiyama is set to direct the movie, and this Middle-earth feature will be set long before Peter Jackson's original trilogy ever came to life. I got into this business because I love action cartoons and storytelling, DeMarco said in a news statement. Being able to work in anime and action development, two areas of animation I care about deeply, is a dream come true. I can't wait to bring everything I've learned from Toonami and Adult Swim to our animation studios. And another thing he posted as well, as a tweet, he said, also, guys, when they say anime, here they mean anime, as in created and produced in Japan, not anime-esque as in Avatar or Castlevania, although I'm interested in that sort of production too, but I'm definitely making a bunch of anime, in case there's any doubt. At this point, there are no firm plans for what sort of projects this partnership will foster, but fans are eager to see what happens. DeMarco has confirmed that these companies are investing in anime from Japan, so work will be coordinated with overseas studios. This means the brands are about to dive into all of anime's nuances, and DeMarco says he is ready to hit the ground running with content. And I want to say also, Adult Swim has been for a while now actually producing the upcoming Uzumaki anime, so hopefully that doesn't get lost in the shuffle, which I don't think so, because we just got an announcement recently about it. This is going to be big. This is going to be really, really big, because the marketing behind it is going to be huge. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds, because for starters, like, Lord of the Rings is an interesting property to bring to anime, because obviously it's a, you know, Western film and things like that, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, honestly, if it's going to shake things up, and the way, you know, anime is going all over the place. We got Sony buying up every streaming company over here, but then we got Netflix trying to compete, and now we got Cartoon Network trying to create its own thing. This is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to see where this all goes. But at the same time, for fans of Toonami, I wonder, like, if down the road, let's just say 5 years from now, and, you know, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, whatever, have all of these titles, are they going to be putting them on the Toonami block? Or, again, because it's Cartoon Network, and I think Adult Swim and Cartoon Network are kind of supposed to be differentiated. They're two different companies altogether. Or it's just going to be like anime on Cartoon Network, which, at the end of the day, anime on Cartoon Network is what made the boom in the early 2000s and late 90s happened to begin with when Toonami was a Cartoon Network block and all that jazz. So if they make some really awesome epic action stuff, the next generation of anime fans might be born into this stuff, which if it's good, I'm all for it. If it's some good shit, original storytelling that I'm each and every week excited for, this could bring some people back to cable TV, or at the very least, they'll be streaming wherever they can get their hands on this stuff if it's good. And overall, just congrats to Jason DeMarco. He's been the heart of Toonami, one of the, brands and blocks that have kept anime alive for so many years. It, helped to bolster it into popularity again when Toonami came back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. Shout outs to Jason DeMarco, and yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Okay, next up, we got a bunch of My Hero Academia news. For starters, let's see how huge the World Heroes Mission film did in comparison to the previous other two films, because yeah, it's doing great and I'm kind of mixed on its success. I'll explain in a bit, but let's read. Japan box office. My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission makes its second place debut. My Hero Academia the movie World Heroes Mission, the third feature film in the My Hero Academia anime franchise, based on Kohei Horikoshi's sci-fi action shonen. Sci-fi? Is it really a sci? Anyway, action manga, was released in 320 theaters across Japan on August 6, 2021, and ranked second in its opening weekend, earning slightly less than Fast and the Furious 9, Japanese title Wild Speed Jetbreak. Is that really what it's called in Japanese? Which also had its opening weekend in Japan. The ninth installment, that's kind of crazy, you competing with Fast and the Furious, but alright. The ninth installment of the worldwide blockbuster franchise earned 553 million yen, about 5 million USD, on 352,000 admissions on its first Saturday and Sunday in Japan, while World Heroes Mission made 454 million yen, about 4.1 million USD, on 335,000 admissions, still in its first 4-day gross of 940 million yen, $8.5 million in 4 days, was a huge 200.2% of that of the previous second film in 2019, My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. If the momentum continues, there is a high possibility that it will become the top grossing film in the history of the My Hero Academia franchise. Now, while that's great for My Hero, awesome to see, that means that it's thriving. Who knows? If they're doing things like that, if it's breaking records and all sorts of stuff, that could push Shueisha to say, yo, Kohei, how about you keep that My Hero stuff going? You said this is the final arc or final part of this part, like maybe, do a time skip, like let's keep it going. And there was also those rumors of the 10-year movie plan of like a movie every freaking year, like how Dragon Ball Z used to do it, right? So they might want to keep this going. They might, if this is doing that, they might be like, yo, this is, free money for us essentially if people are really loving it. But also the thing about it is that, and a lot of people can attest to this, it's felt ever since we've started getting these films that it's decreasing the quality, and they're making changes, especially with the latest season, to the My Hero Academia TV anime, because they're splitting production. They're putting one team on the TV anime and another team to go do this, opposed to just having all of these people work on the TV anime, which gives, more manpower and all that jazz. And hence why season 4, a lot of people were disappointed with the overhaul stuff, while season 5, they made changes and stuff to, put more of the Endeavor agency thing because it tied into the film. And I ain't gonna lie, season 5, I've said it many times, so I'm not gonna dive into it, has not been the best season by far for a lot of people, including me. So with this being a big success, great for My Hero, but that means that they're probably going to keep on pushing it. So when we get season 6, we probably are going to have another film. When we get it probably will continue the trend. And I don't know, man, if it's going to affect the TV anime, which is what I've signed up for, I signed up for the manga and the TV anime. I ain't signed up for these movies that I've heard some things about the film, and again, I'm not really all that excited. I'm going to watch it with an open mind, but I'm not gung-ho. Like Heroes Rising, I was really gung-ho about that, and I love that film. This one, Rodo Turipu. If you know, you know. Then we also got a comment from the creator of My Hero Academia, Kohei Horikoshi, regarding the film. He also provided a sketch for it. For starters, the sketch is of Deku with one of the, main characters of the film, the original character for the film. I forget what his name is, but they, pretty dope drawing, and honestly, it looks straight up like the character now that I think about it from the film. And this is what Kohei Horikoshi had to say. He said, I watched a movie. I was deeply moved as a spectator. It was really fun. I'm just grateful to the people involved, including director Nagasaki Lodi, was cooler than I expected. I wonder if it will appear in the main story. I want you to come out. Wow, so he liked it so much that he wants to kind of have this event be like canon to the story, and maybe even have that character appear in the story as well. So that's dope that Horikoshi liked the film. I'm sure he's going to like a film like, even, going back in the day, let's be real, even Toriyama, when it came to Dragon Ball Evolution, even he didn't say like, yo, this shit is trash. They gotta say something nice. They're in business with these people. It's their property. It's only after the fact later on that Toriyama was like, yeah, that's why I decided to revive Dragon Ball. Like, they try to destroy my baby. Like, no, it's not happening. So, yeah, Horikoshi really liked the film, and it might even be integrated into the canonical story of the manga, although I don't know how that'd work at this point. Like, what are they gonna say? Yo, the dude from the movie, he's like been high. Like, I don't know what the heck they could do at this point to include it in the manga. Maybe just a small mention or something. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the film yet, so I don't really know what happens with anything. Then, one last word on the film, because this kind of been floating around, and I was like, I don't know how I feel if this is accurate. Like, just being honest with you, it sounds like it's possible, plausible, but yeah, because according to this article by Anime News Network, shoutouts to them, it says, Cinema Today, My Hero Academia World Hero Mission Films audience is overwhelmingly female. My Hero Academia, the movie World Heroes Mission, has done exceptionally well at the Japanese box office, debuting at number 2 on its opening weekend and outpacing the previous film in the franchise by 200%. According to Cinema Today, the film's audience is primarily outside of its target demographic. That is to say, young women and girls are filling up seats. Japanese entertainment news site Cinema Today reported that the film's audience is overwhelmingly female, 76.5%, almost 70%, and the overall audience age group is mostly in their 20s, followed by viewers in their teens and 30s. I don't know, like, first of all, where are they getting these stats from? Like, are they checking the gender of each and every person that walks into the theater? Or there's maybe, I'm ignorant to it in Japan, they have, because, over there, they're really specific about details. They say, like, Minoru Sato, age 20, blood type B. Like, are they taking, like, passports to go into the theater? Like, how do they know this, other than, like, maybe, taking people's data from their phones and shit if they're buying tickets over the phone? Like, that's just something that I'm like, well, where are they getting this data from to get these numbers? Because it's plausible, like I said, and My Hero Academia fandom, it would make sense why you hear all these pairings and shippings that are going on with the fandom. Yeah, pairings and shippings is something that you would expect, especially from like some younger females. Like, they like to put characters together and X, Y, and Z. So it does make sense, but that's kind of mind-blowing, and that also shows that, well, that's probably why they want to keep My Hero Academia movie train going, because I'm sure they don't have a giant female audience base for a lot of other titles like Black Clover. Well, you never freaking know at this point, right? But you ain't gonna see that shit with a lot of these other titles, so maybe they're like, yo, we gotta keep this female audience going, let's keep more movies. That could be why. That honestly makes a lot of sense. It's just kind of like, for a Shonen Jump, Boy Jump title, like, I don't know. And then on the heels of that, big news. My Hero Academia live action film in production. Craziness. Let's jump into that one. And this article is courtesy of Variety.com. It says, My Hero Academia live action movie lands director Shinsuke Sato. Renowned Japanese filmmaker Shinsuke Sato, who did I Am a Hero, Kingdom, and Alice in Borderland, has signed on to direct a live action adaptation of My Hero Academia for Legendary Entertainment. The prolific filmmaker will make his English language debut with the movie, which is based on the globally acclaimed manga property My Hero Academia. Written and illustrated by Kohei Horikoshi, is among the most popular manga title in the world, with over 50 million copies in circulation. The Tokyo-based filmmaker most recently directed the critically acclaimed 2019 film Kingdom for Sony, which spawned an in-process sequel with Sato returning to direct. In 2020, he also wrote and directed Netflix's Alice in Borderland series, which has been picked up for a second season. So yeah, and it seems as though, again, because they said this is going to be his English language debut, so this is probably going to be an American film. That's kind of what threw me a loop. The prolific filmmaker will make his English language debut with the movie, so this is going to be like a English movie. It's not going to be like Japanese based, but wow. I don't know. To me, it looks like milk season for My Hero Academia. Again, the film that they just put out is seeing a lot of success. The way they just been maneuvering and stuff, it's kind of like, I don't know, especially considering Horikoshi has announced, like, yo, this is the end with the manga. It's getting ready to end. We're in the finale. We're in the end game, so to speak. And now we're getting movies and all that stuff in the process. It could be that's why, because lately it's been the trend now of end something while it's hot and then keep it going with other stuff aside from it. Look at Demon Slayer. The manga ended, going on 2 years in March, I want to say. It's been over, and there's still, books and all sorts of stuff, a little spin-off, the second season, video game. Maybe that's going to be the move, although I still wouldn't be surprised if My Hero, even after this, they're probably going to do a time skip, maybe a part 2, because, yeah, I could see that going on. But just crazy. A live action movie. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, yeah, with the quirks and everything, that's going to be ridiculous. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be good, but you never know. Okay, we're done with the My Hero Academia news. Let's move on to something else. Because we got some really awesome news for Dandadan. Again, from a former assistant to the Chainsaw Man series. Dandadan, really, really awesome manga. It says, Dandadan has reached 210,000 copies in circulation. The series has 200,000 copies in physical, while the number of digital copies has surpassed 12,000 copies. Bravo. I actually put Dandadan on hold. Let me explain, because I'm really loving it. I really love what I read so far, only because like it's really hard to find translations of this shit. So I was just like, they just announced a couple months ago that they were going to be bringing it in English to Manga Plus. I'm like, well, I could wait a few months and I'll have a nice big binge read that I could do with it. Why not? Manga Plus, what are you doing? What are you doing? I need my Dandadan. That shit was insane already. And I forgot, I want to say like I read like 5 or 10 chapters. Like, I need more of this Dandadan shit, okay? Hurry it up. It's successful, okay? Like, I want to read this shit. It's so freaking good. But yeah, big congrats to Dandadan. I want to say it's like only 1 volume out and already like crazy. And by the way, circulation, because later on we're going to talk about sales, and you're probably going to say, well, that doesn't make sense if the first week sales. That means that they already printed and sent out 200,000 to stores. That does not mean that people went to the stores and bought 200,000 copies. It just means that they already pushed out 200,000, so people can, you know, there's a possibility for 200,000 people to go pick up a volume right now. It doesn't mean that 200,000 people have picked up volumes. Moving forward, we got some really cool news from the creator of Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto, and him drawing Naomi Osaka. I want to say she's like a tennis star, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he did a really cool fan art of her. Let's read, which is kind of crazy. The fan, yeah, okay, whatever. Let's read. Tennis star Naomi Osaka gets drawn as Naruto character by Kishimoto himself, and I really wonder why. That's just nuts for him to do. The eyes of the world gazed upon Naomi Osaka as she lit up the Olympic flame in the opening ceremony of the Tokyo 2020 game. One of those pair of eyes included Naruto creator Masashi Kishimoto, who gifted Osaka a SHIKISHI signboard of her as a character in the manga alongside Naruto himself and Sakura during the games. Osaka shared the SHIKISHI during a collage of images from the games on her Instagram page. And I want to say, now that I think about it, I think she had like dyed her hair pink or something, and she said like, yo, Sakura vibes or some shit like that. I think he knew that she was a big Naruto fan, and probably he was like just inspired by her athleticism and stuff, so probably that's why. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, the fan art, I'm so jelly. She deserves it. She's a great athlete and all that jazz. Hopefully one day I could get that fucking big or known in this realm to be able to say, yo, Kishimoto drew me with Naruto or something. Like, fire. This awesome. Like, yo, Sakura never looked that good, especially standing next to a goddess like Naomi Osaka. Look at Naruto cheesing. He's like, yo, I got some baddies in front of me. And it also said at the bottom that Naomi Osaka noted in her 2020 interview that she identifies with Naruto, saying, just watching as an outsider and seeing all the work that he put in was really cool when I was younger. He was the outcast and then proved himself to people, and we started believing in him. That stubbornness is something maybe I have a little bit. She can eat ramen with Naruto as a member of that world. Osaka also sported pink hair like Sakura earlier this year. Oh shit, and Osaka, along with her sister, launched a manga series inspired by Naomi Osaka titled Unrivaled Naomi Tenkaichi in collaboration with Futago Kamikita, the duo behind the Pretty Cure manga adaptations in the monthly magazine Nakayoshi in December of 2020. So all around dope stuff. Kishimoto must love him some tennis, and Naomi Osaka is awesome. Next up, coming from the world of Dragon Ball. It's been a while since we've heard what was the updated sales for the manga, right? Like, it's been a while. We've just been stuck at a number, and we've been like, well, what the heck's going on with Dragon Ball's worldwide sales, at the very least since it's been recorded, because Dragon Ball was out long before sales were documented and recorded the way they are now. So we never really will know exactly how many copies of Dragon Ball are out there. However, according to this, it says the Dragon Ball series, including every sequel, spin-off, and rendition, has a total of 300 million copies in circulation worldwide. This number comes from Dr. Mashihito's Saikyo Manga Jutsu, the new Kazuhiko Torishima's corner in Saikyo Jump, which that might actually just be going off now that I look at it. Probably the numbers that we already have had for a long time. Maybe they just looked at it and said, yeah, there's 300 million, which I want to say again, I just feel like the number is probably bigger, because I've heard that Dragon Ball, I want to say, had about like 300 million for a while. Maybe I'm off on that, but either way, 300 million insane. The only series that, like, there's very small amount of series that have surpassed it, like One Piece and stuff like that. But forever a legend, one of the most popular anime worldwide, probably the most popular anime worldwide. Shout outs to Dragon Ball, 300 freaking million. That's crazy, and still going. We still got Super tearing up the charts, because we're gonna take a look in a second. Like, Super doing pretty freaking good. People must really be loving this Granola the Survivor arc. But shout outs to Dragon Ball in general. 300 million, baby. Let's go. 300 milli. Moving forward, we got an update for the upcoming Blue Lock anime with a visual. It says Blue Lock soccer manga gets TV anime by 8-Bit in 2022. Muneyuki Kaneshiro and Yusuke Nomura's Blue Lock soccer manga is inspiring a TV anime that will premiere in 2022. And it says the cast, and it just has some of these character designs. It says Tasuku Kaito as Meguru Bachida. Okay, Meguru Bachida is the one with the black and blonde hair with the little blonde at the bottom. Then Yoichi Isagi is the one with the black hair. Rensuke Kunigami, which looks like Denji from Chainsaw Man and Ichigo Kurosaki combined. And Hyoma Chigiri. Ooh, that's going to be my gal right there when I get into that bad boy. Really dope character design so far. And it says Tetsuaki Watanabe, powerful pro Yakyu, powerful Kokohen, is directing the anime at 8-Bit with Shunsuke Ishikawa as assistant director, who did Silver Spoon, Fruits Basket, Haikyuu. Okay, so it's in some pretty good hands. And I know that this is going to be big. I've said it so many times, but this is going to be big. And god damn, what is her name again? Hyoma Chigiri. That's looking more E4 in there, lads. We also got an update on the Slam Dunk upcoming film. For starters, there was a PV that was released, which, I'll be honest with you, terrible PV. There was like nothing really shown. It's scheduled for fall 2022. But also, there was an article about Slam Dunk's manga creator Takehiko Inoue personally directing and writing the new anime film that's coming out in 2022. Let's take a look at that. Slam Dunk teases more three-pointers in 2022 in first anime film teaser. The balls are heading back to the court as Slam Dunk, one of the biggest manga series of all time, will be getting a brand new anime film in 2022. The first teaser trailer for the yet unnamed film was released today on the Toei Animation YouTube channel, revealing that the manga creator Takehiko Inoue will be charging through as the writer and director at Toei. Joining Inoue will be Daiki Nakazawa, who did Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, as the OG director, Yasuyuki Ebara, who did Attack on Titan, as the character designer. Damn, these are some big names. And Shusuke Nakamura, who did Ping Pong the Animation, as the director of photography. And damn, somebody from Yuri on Ice too, Violet Evergarden. There's some big freaking names. I'm excited for this. I never really got into Slam Dunk like that. The older anime from Toei just didn't look the best, to be honest with you. Like, it's kind of outdated. It's very dated at this point. So I'm excited to see what they do with this. Hopefully it's not that I've read and watched everything in Slam Dunk, because I doubt I'll be able to watch all of it or read all of it by the time this movie comes out. But yeah, man, especially with no basketball series, like, Kuroko no Basket been over for a while now. Give me some basketball anime. Why not? And this could be really good. But yeah, the PV wasn't much of anything at all. The biggest thing right now that I'm really hyped about is that they got Takehiko Inoue, the mangaka, who also did Vagabond, to be directing and involved. Like, let's go. Okay, people, next up, let's talk about the top 50 best-selling manga of the week. But also, before we jump exactly into the whole list and all that, I wanted to take a look closely at the weekly Shonen Jump manga that were released this week and the sales that they did, in particular some of the newbies. But for starters, the big releases that came out, everything we got K-Ball Parade, that didn't rank. Candy Flurry Volume 1, that didn't rank. That's not a good sign, to be honest with you. Ooh, if you ain't ranking on your first volume, just saying. And then Magu-chan didn't rank at all either. Again, that's not a good thing for Magu-chan, considering, like, it just reached its first anniversary. But then we got Ayakashi Triangle with 39,000. That's pretty good. Above that one, though, which means that it might be here to stay, because this is volume 1 and you're already coming with these type of numbers. Blue Box, the sports romance series, with 43,135 copies. Very, very good to start off with your first volume, because you're only 10 behind the Elusive Samurai, which came in with 53,483 copies. And then you got Marshall with 77,476 copies. So you see the pecking order there. I thought Elusive Samurai was surpassing Marshall, but it's still like, in the neighborhood, I guess you could say. It's like more popular than Undead Unluck, but slightly less popular than Marshall. And then up ahead of them is Dr. Stone with 135,352 for volume 22. And then at the top of the pack My Hero Academia with 378,661 copies, almost 400,000, close to 400,000 first week. That is great. And I ain't gonna lie, I know a lot of people were clowning that cover with All Might's face, but I really like that cover that they did for that volume of My Hero. And all around, pretty solid releases. Although, if you're a Candy Flurry fan, don't be surprised if it gets the axe, because that's not a good sign to start off with. And we actually got the sales. Magu-chan with its latest volume did 75.92, and Candy Flurry first week, first volume, only 5,931 copies, less than 6K. That's not great at all by any means. And Kowloon's Ball Parade, I think that shit got canceled, right? 2,800, yeah, that's gone. Candy Flurry, gotta step it up. This could be the end of Candy Flurry, to be honest with you. If it doesn't pick up, 6,000 ain't cutting the mustard. But now let's take a look at the actual 50. From 50 to 41, we got, okay, some newer titles. We got Mystery To Iu Nakare. I have no idea what the hell that is. Honey Lemon Soda. Soso no Frierin. Damn, a lot of, oh god, Jujutsu Kaisen still, fam. 1.9 at this point, with 22,000 this week, coming out 45 with volume 16. Okay, so a lot of lesser known titles from the 50 to 41. Then 40 to 31, we got Made in Abyss 10 Kingdom. Wow, that's a significant drop. To drop from 2 weeks ago, it was number 1, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now in its like third week, if I'm not mistaken, 24 days, so almost fourth week, 36,000 at number 39, still 619,000. That's still great. Ayakashi Triangle, as we already discussed. Then we got some Tokyo Revengers coming in there. You see Blue Box in there, bunch of Tokyo Revengers. Then let's go 30 to 21. Damn near everything except one volume, Uzaki-chan, with 48,000. Everything else is Tokyo Revengers. So, I don't know. Imagine Tokyo Revengers outdoes Jujutsu Kaisen or some shit by the end. It could happen, because these sales are insane. Then 20 to 11, Tokyo Revengers, oh my god. The Elusive Samurai, as we just discussed, 53. That's not bad at all. And then top 10, Tokyo Revengers again. Bam. Dandadan. See what I was talking about in an earlier story, because Dandadan did 57,000 in 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. 57,000, almost 60,000, but again, only 200,000 were pressed up, but still almost 60,000 for its first volume, for its first week. Remember, we just talked about Candy Flurry, that is in Shonen Jump. This is from Shonen Jump Plus. Candy Flurry, Shonen Jump did 6,000. Dandadan, Shonen Jump Plus, 57, almost 10 times the amount. Shonen Jump Plus is the future. We're going to talk about that in a different video, though. I got a whole video planned for that. But then some more Tokyo Revengers at number 7. I think that was the latest volume, which, again, shows a stark contrast of, like, Kingdom dropped very significantly. I'm not trying to shade Kingdom. I'm just talking about the numbers here, so relax. But Tokyo Revengers, I want to say, was, like, 1 and 2 with Kingdom. And Tokyo Revengers is at 64,000 this week at number 7, while Kingdom dropped to, like, 30-something. So, kind of interesting. I think that's the results of the anime pushing it and all the back catalog and people going crazy for it. It's like becoming a phenomenon. We see Marshall cranking it up with volume 7, 77,000. I ain't gonna lie, it was what, 2 volumes ago now that we had that big 91,000 first week. I was hoping to see more of like Marshall staying in the 100,000 range, just because again it's looking like the next up. But also, let's keep in mind, I just want to put this into perspective. Marshall, the next up seemingly for Shonen Jump, the mainstream magazine, 1.6 million circulation a year of that magazine, in comparison to Dandadan, that is on Shonen Jump Plus, which is a digital app and shit. It only has 20,000 more with its latest volume. We just gotta keep things into perspective here, yo. Shonen Jump Plus, I gotta keep stressing. Then top 4, Grand Blue Volume 17, 92,000. I have no idea what Grand Blue is, but oh my god, I want to get to know what Grand Blue is. What? Ooh, baby. Hey. Then top 3, this one I gotta commend it, because it looks like Dragon Ball Super is blowing, baby. It's blowing. Coming in at number 3 with 107,812, which I want to say that's like par for the course for the most part. It's kind of the norm for Dragon Ball Super to do about 100,000 in its first week, but coming in at number 3, that's very, very good. And Granola the Survivor has been phenomenal, so shout outs to Dragon Ball Super. Like, yeah. Then top 2, we already discussed. Dr. Stone, 135,000, and My Hero coming in at number 1 with 378,000. It better come in number 1 with a movie. All the shit that they announced for My Hero Academia, that shit better be there, and it's doing great, almost 400k. Not bad at all. Yo, yeah, My Hero Academia killing it, and those are the top 50 manga. Very, very interesting stuff I think we divulged into with this one. Moving forward, we got some unfortunate news for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. A lot of people were hoping with the conclusion of Part 8 that JoJo was going to get an announcement for Part 9. I don't know if every part, because I haven't checked if historically at the end of every part, if the next part was announced or not, but according to this, it says, no 9th part announcement of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure by Hirohiko Araki in the preview for next month's Ultra Jump magazine. So there's nothing saying that we're going to get a Part 9, which again, I don't know how the announcements for each part has been, because like I don't even know when the hell Part 8 started. It's been so damn long and I wasn't covering this stuff back then. But yeah, so far it's not looking great for people that were hoping for Part 9, but who knows, maybe he want to take a vacation or some shit like that. We don't know. Hirohiko Araki is getting older, fam. He want to relax a little bit. If he never does another part again, he gave us some amazing stuff. I will never be upset with this man. He is a legend already, but I wouldn't be, telling the truth if I said, I don't want, I want more JoJo's, okay? Like, I always will love and appreciate more JoJo's, but I respect whatever decision Hirohiko Araki decides to make, and as of right now, there's still nothing seemingly confirmed for a Part 9, which, aside from, I think, an interview from a few years ago where he talked about, like, he has Part 9 in his mind already drafted out, which, yeah, we gotta wait and see, but not looking great. Next up, some interesting comments from the director of Vinland Saga regarding Season 2. According to this Crunchyroll article, it says, Vinland Saga TV anime director says Season 2 will have enough episodes for right amount of story. Vinland Saga TV anime director Shuhei Yabuta has been very forthright with fans about the production of the upcoming second season of the show, squashing rumors and all around alleviating fans' fears. Going to Twitter yesterday, Yabuta confirmed that the second season will have the right amount of episodes to correctly tell the story that will be shown. He said Season 2 plays a very important role in Vinland Saga, so it is expected that enough number of episodes can be secured to depict emotions of characters carefully. Yabuta notes that he expects that enough episodes have been commissioned to showcase each character's story arc carefully, and of course it was previously confirmed that Yabuta would be returning, so it seems like everything, despite our worries at first about Vinland Saga, them changing studios, all this shit, it seems like it's still a go. It seems like it's still going to be very good, and I'm hoping for the best, because Season 1 of Vinland Saga, I made the video recently, or well, I filmed it years ago and released it recently. It was like a perfect anime. Don't ruin this with Season 2, because they could really botch the shit out of this. But everything that is besides that studio change is indicating to me is that no, Vinland Saga Season 2 is still going to be great. Source material, though, I've heard some weird things, so we gotta wait and see about that. But man, Vinland Saga, I fucking love that shit, and I can't wait regardless. I'm gonna watch it. Okay, people, and lastly, just a small update on The Prince of Tennis. The Prince of Tennis, the animation 20th anniversary event, future key visual, and it's just The Prince of Tennis. I'm not too familiar with The Prince of Tennis, but I know there's some fans out there of The Prince of Tennis, and looks kind of cool. Again, a sports series doesn't always have to be, like, you don't gotta be knowledgeable about the sport. You don't even gotta really like the sport like that, because sometimes it's just the characters and everything around the sport that'd be interesting. So someday I'd imagine I will at some point in my life get into The Prince of Tennis, especially there's like a shit ton of adaptations out there. So yeah, Prince of Tennis 20th anniversary. Crazy that been around 20 years. Shit. And yeah, people, those are the stories we have for today's episode. I'm curious what you guys think. The Bleach exhibit and them squashing rumors about big Bleach news coming in August. The weekly Shonen Jump author comments. The head of Toonami, Jason DeMarco, announcing that he's going to be making original anime with Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers. My Hero Academia's opening weekend movie sales. My Hero Academia creator speaking on the film. The idea and the info, quote unquote, of mostly women watching the My Hero Academia movie, and the live action My Hero Academia movie that was announced. A whole bunch of craziness for My Hero. Dandadan sales, your thoughts on that? Masashi Kishimoto drawing Naomi Osaka, that was really dope, along with Naruto and Sakura. Dragon Ball manga 300 million. Blue Lock anime visual and a little more info on that. Slam Dunk movie info. Top 50 best-selling manga of the week alongside the Jump volumes. No JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9 announcement. Vinland Saga Season 2 director giving an update. And the Prince of Tennis visual for the 20th anniversary. And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links, of course, are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of
FORNEVERNEWS!
Have an awesome day.